of where I had problems cooling on my 318. Basically, all my cooling problems attributed to rust buildup, scaling coming out of the exhaust manifolds. And my major problems were right here. This is the rear of the exhaust manifold, and it comes out the bottom, and then there's an elbow here. This elbow was packed full of rust scale, and I had to unclog that. Then this is the transmission cooler. In the transmission cooler, there's like a honeycomb. If you take this off of here, there's like a honeycomb in there, and it too was packed full of rust scale. So basically, I took this out of its mount, turned it upside down, and back flushed it with a garden hose. And I had the exact same problem on the other side. So, you know, they're identical sides. You know, I had rust in the elbow of the rear. Some quick checks you can do that I've learned is if you pull this hose here, you'll get a ton of water flowing through here when it runs. And if you don't, if you don't get any water here, this is your thermostat housing, and if you don't get any water here, you have a pump problem or something before the pump, such as, you know, maybe your seacock is closed, or, you know, your line from your seacock up to your pump is clogged or something. But you should get a ton of water out of here. And then from here, the water comes out of here, and it goes into the bottom of your manifolds. Then it comes up through your manifolds, goes down out the bottom of the manifolds, goes through the transmission cooler, comes out of the bottom of the transmission cooler, and comes into the back side of the pump. Now, some people have a 1 impeller pump, some people have a 2 impeller pump. I have a 2 impeller pump, which basically means I have 2 chambers that pump in my pump. And when it exits the transmission cooler, it comes into the back impeller of my pump, which then it pumps it up through there, and then it comes into the top of my manifold. And then the top of the manifold exits out the exhaust. So a quick test is you can pull this hose right here, fire up your engine if you're getting, and you should be getting water out of here. If you're not, something's clogged, you know. It's that simple. So this is basically these 2 hoses on the top of your exhaust manifold are the last place the water is pumped before it goes through the exhaust manifold and out the exhaust. Now, something you have to note that I didn't have to mess with, and I'm not exactly sure, but you have this hose here that comes out of your thermostat. This is I believe, I'm not sure, but I believe this is the exit for the block cooling. You know, so after it goes through all your block channels, it comes back through here, comes down here into this T, and exits out both sides of the exhaust. So basically, this exits exhaust, this exits to exhaust, this exits water through the exhaust, that one exits water through the exhaust. This one pumps water from the front of the manifold to the back of the manifold, and same thing on the other side. Like I said, most of my clogs that I had chased were here and on the other side and here. So take that information, and I hope it helps.